So something really random happened. We're walking in the middle of nowhere. There's like no roads, no village, nothing here. This is the bush, like just farmland everywhere. No community as such, just a spattering of houses. And we meet this man in the middle of the path, just sitting there in a wheelchair. And it turns out that this guy, he has a catheter in, he's got an injury in his back, and he hasn't been to hospital for over a year because they kicked him out because he couldn't afford the bill. And he said he's in a lot of pain, and because he's in so much pain, he can't really move around. So he's constantly just sleeping most of the time in bed. And as I say, he has a catheter, and it hasn't been seen to for over a year. Hospital were dealing with it and threw him out because he never paid the bill. So, not a coincidence by any measure. I'm sure anyone with me would agree. It's just so bizarre that he was there on the path, just sitting exactly where we were walking. He was just sitting there. So, poor guy. But I told him, God brought you in front of us today because we can help you. So that is Isaac and Wanyama, his granddaughter. And Isaac was in a car crash in 2005, and he shattered the vertebrae in his spine, so he doesn't have use of his legs, but he also doesn't have use of the lower half of his body, so it makes you incontinent. He has a catheter in, but he hasn't paid the hospital bill, so they told him to leave like a year ago since he's been to hospital. And he just told Ema that the catheter's leaking, so he chews chewing gum and bungs the hole around his body. He uses chewing gum to plug the hole for the catheter that comes out of his body to stop it from leaking all of the time, because it's so... I presume by now it must be infected, but I'm not going to take a look where it is because it's a bit personal. But so as soon as tomorrow, we've decided we're going to bring the cars up and load him into the car and take he and possibly his wife to the hospital and get them some treatment, get this catheter taken out and replaced as well. Because you can't plug a catheter with chewing gum forever without something terrible happening, I dare say, because it must be infected by now. So unbelievable that we bumped into Isaac in the middle of nowhere. Meant to be, I dare say. So. Good idea how far out the way we are. It's a lot of the areas in Tanzania have piped water now, but this is one of those areas where people have to come and collect water in buckets on their head. Super heavy. Chances of finding that guy there is just it's mathematically impossible. I'm shocked. Another synchronicity.